than enough to learn Cognos. Okay. Any idea about data warehouse?
No.
Okay. About you, Krishna?
Yeah, little bit.
Okay. Anyhow, I'll explain you what is a data warehouse. Okay, just going into our demo session about myself. Okay, I started my career as a C programming developer. After that, I turned into Sun Solaris system. About a briefing about myself. Okay. Now let us discuss about a data warehouse.
Okay.
Before going into these, you already know something about DBMS.
Yeah.
And by implementing new features to this, that is RDBMS. By implementing new features or DBMS, what all are these?
Relational databases and relational databases.
Actually, these are not databases. These are methodologies to maintain data on top of a database. Okay. If you want to store some data in database, either you need to follow, you need to follow any of these strategies, right? All these are methodologies to maintain data on top of a database. Okay, right. You can implement all these techniques in nowadays. You can implement all these in Oracle, DB2, Teradata, anywhere it may be. Even in MySQL also you can apply all these methodologies, right?
Correct.
In the same way, data warehouse, this is also a methodology to maintain data on top of a database. Okay, this is also just a strategy to maintain data on top of a database. Okay, we can implement this data warehouse on top of any database. Teradata, Netezza, SQL Server, DB2, Oracle, anywhere it may be, you can implement even in MySQL also. Okay, but there is some strategic difference are there between these regular methodologies and this data warehouse. But the main difference is, for example, in our company, one employee, his employee number is 101, his name X. He is working in our India, and we are paying 10,000 for him. Okay, this is a record in our database. Okay, just assume we shifted him into our US branch. Then, how this record is going to change, or what is the command you are going to issue there? SQL statement you are going to issue.
So update command. Update table name, that particular record field.
Yeah. Yes, you are going to update this India as US, and the salary just assume increased by 5,000. Yeah. Like this, you are going to update the existing records in these methodologies. Whereas in data warehouse, there is no update command. Okay, keep the existing record as it is in data warehouse. Don't update this. Insert one more record with the updated information. Say 101 and his name X. Now he is working in our US branch. Salary increased by 5,000, 15,000. After some years, after some time, shifted him into our Canada. Salary increased by 5,000, 20,000. Okay, now he is working for our Japan. Now we are paying 25,000 for him. Okay. Like this, don't update any existing record in data warehouse.
So historical data.
Yeah. The main concept of data warehouse is maintaining history like this for analysis. What is the use if I maintain like this? Okay, now I can analyze how much I am spending more on his salary. At the time of India paid 10,000. Now paying 25,000 means I can say I am spending 15,000 more on his salary. Okay, if you update the existing record, if you are keep on updating the records, at final, this is only the record which is going to be there in our database. If I want to analyze the things, it is not possible with this type of scenario, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why the main concept of data warehouse is maintaining history like this for analysis. Okay, this is the case with only one employee. if I maintain my all enterprise data like this, I mean all employees details, first of all procurement, after that production, marketing, sales, HR, PR, if I maintain all my enterprise data like this, then by analyzing this type of historical information, I can take better decision for my company growth. Okay, orally the main concept of data warehouse is maintaining history like this for analysis. Any
Okay.
doubts here? Is this clear?
Yeah.
Greg?
Yes.
Any doubts here?
No, everything's good.
Okay, one thing, feel free to ask doubts and don't hesitate to ask doubts. Okay, if I maintain history like this, I am not updating any record, insert, like that after 5 years, after 10 years, after 20 years, this database, it may contain terabytes, petabytes of data, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why preferred databases for data warehouse is Oracle or Teradata. Why? Because the database, it needs to give support for bulk data storage, and it needs to give support for multiprocessing. Being it is having tons of data, if we have a single channel to retrieve the data, then the query processing will become very, very slow. Okay, that's why the database should give support for multiprocessing. Okay, even theoretically we can implement this data warehouse on top of any database, no doubts. But practical problems are there. You can implement this data warehouse on MySQL, but as we discussed, this data warehouse may contain terabytes of the data or sometimes petabytes of the data. Okay, what is the maximum size limitation of MySQL? Any idea?
No.
That is 4 GB. It is not possible to create a database size which is having more than 4 gigabytes. But here it may contain petabytes of data. That's why it is not possible to implement in practically implement in MySQL. Like that, preferred databases for data warehouse is Oracle or Teradata. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now. Let us see about a brief about data warehouse architecture. Okay, for example, take a company Johnson & Johnson. It is having multiple departments like R&D, sales, and public relations. Assume they are using Oracle as a database for R&D department. For sales, they are using Microsoft SQL Server, and for public relations, they are using MySQL. Assume like this, they are using heterogeneous databases, not a single database for their total organization needs. Any idea why they are using like this heterogeneous? Why can't they use a single database?
According to architectural needs, some departments may go for some kind of databases based on the data maintenance. So that kind of heterogeneous.
Yeah, basically that is depending on their requirement and licensing issues, price.
Exactly.
Okay, for R&D, by spending crores of dollars, the result of the R&D is there in the department. Very, very sensitive data, right? They need to protect that data. They need to maintain high security here. When compared to other products, other database products, Oracle, it can give you high secured environment. And they need to maintain not only successful R&Ds, they need to maintain failed R&Ds also in their database, right? That's why the database size is also high. Okay, for public, for R&D, they need to maintain high security and they need to maintain bulk data. Data volume is very high.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why when compared to other products, Oracle can give you the type of environment in a better manner. That's why even though it is costly, they need to use for R&D, they need to use Oracle only. For sales, the data volume somewhat less and the security issues also somewhat less. That's why they are using MS SQL Server here. This is enough for their requirements, for their needs. Somewhat cheaper than Oracle. Okay, for public relations, according to the company policy, Here not that much security required, a general database, a generic database. Okay, volume is also less, that's why they are using MySQL open source. Okay, here also if they want to use Oracle, yes, definitely they can use. No one can restrict them. But not that much requirement is there. Why unnecessarily they need to pay money for Oracle Corporation?
Exactly.
Like that, depending on their requirements and licensing issues, they are using heterogeneous databases in their individual departments. Okay, individually, all these systems are called as operational data sources. All these, I mean, here Oracle, here MS SQL Server and MySQL, these are called as operational data sources. All of them together called as operational source system. Operational source system. The total thing is source for the data warehouse. Now, extract the data from this source system and place that in a temporary database called staging area. This is a temporary database called as a staging area, and apply transformations on top of that database, on top of that extracted data. What is a transformation? Here, cleansing, scrubbing, tuning, lookup, like that about product to product. The count is differ. Okay, for example, in Informatica it is about 18. In data stage that is about 25. In SSRS, SSIS that is about 36. Like that, the count is differ from product to product. Overall, what is a transformation is getting the required information from the existing information. Okay, say for example, assume a bank account, Bank of America, account number 101. On a particular day, in this account number 101, opening balance is this much. After that, in this account, multiple transactions are there, like that deposits and withdrawals, multiple transactions are there. All this information is available here in this operational source system. Now, extract this information and place this information in a temporary database and apply transformations on this database. Okay, these are individual records, but data warehouse, we already discussed data warehouse is for analysis. Okay, as a bank manager, for my analysis, all these details not required. For my analysis, what the required thing is total deposits and total withdrawals only. These are enough for my analysis. This is my bank policy. This is my company policy. Okay, now if I want to get total deposits and total withdrawals, here I need to perform some calculations like summation of all deposits and summation of all withdrawals. That type of things are called as transformations. Okay. Orally, transformation is getting the required information from the existing information. Okay. Is this clear about transformations?
Yeah.
Okay. After applying transformations, load the data into data warehouse. This is data warehouse. Data warehouse, don't confuse. This is also a ordinary Oracle database. Usually Oracle database. Of course, the DB2 also there. Usually Oracle database. Okay. Load the data into data warehouse. 1 second. Let me remove this. Okay, this is a database. Load that aggregated information, consolidated information into this data warehouse. I mean, we are not going to load all these records into data warehouse. Mainly, the data warehouse purpose is for analysis only. For the bank analysis purpose, I need to maintain this information only, aggregated, consolidated information. Load this information into data warehouse. Okay, now this data warehouse, it is containing, for example, records like 2011 January 1st, account number, total deposits how much, and total withdrawals how much. That's it. Don't update that record at any case. For January 2nd, insert one more record. January 2nd, account number 101, opening the deposits how much and withdrawals how much. Like that, insert records into this data warehouse. Okay, is this clear up to now?
Yeah.
Okay, here in this data warehouse, overall, according to my old example, this is the case with only one employee. For only one employee, I am maintaining 4 records in my database, data warehouse. Just assume I have 200 employees and each one is having about 4 records. Orally, I have 400 into 2, 1600 records. Okay, this data warehouse is having 1600 records. Okay, a brief example. If I display that information as it is to the end user, is it possible to analyze the things?
No.
Okay, as we discussed, this data warehouse, it may contain terabytes of data, petabytes of data. If I display as it is to the end user, is it possible to analyze? No. Right? That's why, based on that information, whatever there available in data warehouse, prepare some aggregate that information again and prepare that prepare charts, or if you display that information in a chart, then the manager can easily understand the things and they can easily take decisions accordingly. Okay, if I display that information as it is to the end user, it is not possible to analyze. That's why, for example, in our example staff, if I display in a chart manner, if I display, these are the top 5 gained employees. These are the least 5 gained employees. Like that, if I display that information in a chart manner or a tabular manner, then the managers, they can analyze the things easily. Okay, in total data warehouse, we have 2 things: extraction, transformations, load the data into data warehouse. This process is called as ETL process. That information already loaded into data warehouse. Okay, it is by using that information, prepare some reports. Okay, prepare some reports based on that information in the data warehouse according to the client requirement, business requirement. For that, we have one more area, that is reporting. Okay, here in data warehouse, we have 2 areas, ETL. ETL role is loading the data into data warehouse. Okay, reporting role is preparing, displaying that information, whatever there in data warehouse, in a business required manner, is called as reporting. For ETL, we have different tools like Informatica, Data Stage, Data Manager, some other tools also there. For reporting, we have some tools like Cognos. Actually, we need to call this as Cognos BI, and Business Objects, SSRS, like there are some other tools also there. Here in ETL process, Informatica and Data Stage, these two are the market leaders. About this data manager, this is 2.5 years, 3 years back, Cognos Corporation, a company is there. It is having multiple products. One of their products is this data manager for ETL process. Technically, this is very strong, no doubt, but marketing wise or commercials wise, a few US companies are using this data manager for their ETL needs. I mean, not that much widely used tool from Cognos Corporation. Okay, here in this reporting area, we have at least a dozen of reporting applications. Some of them are open source and some of them are commercial versions. Among this dozen of the tools, Cognos BI, this is most popular, widely used tool. It is having at least 40 to 45% market share among these dozen of applications, the dozen of tools. That much of widely used tool, this is Cognos BI. Okay, after that, IBM acquired this Cognos Corporation, so that this Cognos BI, this is now IBM product. Is this clear up to now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this system is called as OLTP system, and this system is called as OLAP system. Okay, any differences between this OLAP and OLTP? Krishna, you told you have some idea about data warehouse.
Yeah, OLTP are the things that are concurrently, like parallelly processing going on, like railway reservation systems or all the transactions that is used by OLTP, and analytical purposes, that is for decision making purpose, OLAP.
Okay. Okay,
It
main
is
differences.
consolidated in historical database.
History. Is it not? History is not available in this OLTP. Is it not available?
History is available, but based on the client requirement in the data warehouse, OLAP having much more clean data.
Clean data.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, this OLTP is for transactional processing.
Yes.
Like this, according to our example, all the transactions will be recorded like this in this OLTP system. All the transactions, whatever performed, should be recorded in this OLTP system. Okay. Whereas OLAP, that is for analysis, we are not going to maintain all this information in OLAP system. We are maintaining the required information which is useful for our analysis only. We are maintaining in OLAP. We are not maintaining all this transactional information in OLAP. In OLAP, we are maintaining the consolidated and aggregated information or consolidated information only in OLAP. Okay, OLTP, this is for customer purpose. Say for example, Bank of America. Just assume how many transactions are there per day for Bank of America. If any customer visit the bank and he deposits something or he withdraws something, if he uses your ATM or if he do online transactions, all the transactions will be recorded in this transactional system OLTP. Okay, so that number of hits are very high for this server. This server should work as fast as possible. Okay, what is normalization?
Eliminating duplicates or kind of thing.
You are saying the effect of normalization. But normalization means normalization is a process to increase which increases the database server performance.
Okay.
To get the database server performance only we are applying normalization like 1NF, 2NF, okay, like that. Here for OLTP the database should work as fast as possible. That's why here OLTP denormalized. OLTP normalized. OLTP normalized. Whereas OLAP, this is denormalized. Any idea why it is denormalized? According to Krishna, as you told, if you apply normalization, it won't allow duplicates. Okay, without having this type of duplicates, it is not possible to maintain history, right? Okay, that's why this OLAP is denormalized. Am I audible?
Hello, yeah.
Okay. And this OLTP, it follows the relational model. And here OLAP analysis process, it follows multi-dimensional model. Okay, relational model versus multi-dimensional model. This is not the right time to discuss about them. Why? Because anyhow we need to create dimensional modeling in Cognos tool itself. Then we will discuss in detail what is this dimensional model. This is not the right time to discuss about the differences between relational model and dimensional model. Why? Because you need to know something. Okay, then anyhow we will discuss in our tool itself in detail. Okay, this relational model from past 30-40 years onwards we are using this relational model, right? Is there any bugs with this relational model? I mean RDBMS?
Yeah, I'm using a relational database.
Yeah, is there any bugs with that? Conceptual wise bugs. Bugs may be there with the product. Okay, but with that concept it is very robust, no doubt in that, right?
Yes.
Then why we are using multi-dimensional model here? Okay, to achieve which type of advantages we are using this multi-dimensional model. Anyhow, we will discuss in later sessions. In our tool itself, we will discuss them. Okay, is this clear up to now? Any doubts?
It's good.
Okay. Now let us discuss about this Cognos BI. We need to discuss something more about this data warehouse. We will discuss in later sessions. Okay, now let us see about this Cognos BI. Okay, Cognos, people are calling this as a querying tool sometimes reporting tool, sometimes business intelligence tool, and decision support systems. If these many different names, people are calling this application. Why like that? Okay, first of all, querying. Okay, by using this Cognos application, Cognos people are saying generally this is a data warehouse application, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cognos is not only a data warehouse application. For Cognos, we need to get the data and we need to prepare reports by using this Cognos BI, Cognos application. Okay, we can get data from OLAP or we can get data directly from OLTP system itself, or we can get the data from flat files or Excel sheets. From anywhere it may be, we can get the data. Okay, no need to have this ETL process and OLAP data warehouse, nothing required. One of the sources is data warehouse. Okay, one of the sources for Cognos is data warehouse, I mean OLAP system. It is not mandatory. You can get the data from OLTP system itself. Half of my projects, okay, I worked on directly OLTP system itself. In those projects, we didn't have any ETL process or we didn't have any data warehouse. Okay, orally Cognos, for Cognos, we need to have a source database. Okay, we are discussing a data warehouse as a source for Cognos application. Okay, by using this Cognos application, we are going to fire select statements against to database. That may be OLAP or OLTP, anything it may be. That may be Excel sheet or flat file, anything it may be. We are going to fire select statements against to a database. Okay, only select statements. It is not possible to update the database or insert into database from Cognos end. This is reporting tool. Okay, we are going to select the data from the database and we are going to prepare the reports by using this application. Being a tool, Cognos creates queries automatically. No need to write select star from, no, nothing required. Being a tool, Cognos prepares queries automatically. In most cases, the query prepared by Cognos is not meeting our requirements. Then I want to edit the SQL generated by Cognos. Yes, we can edit. First case, Cognos, it writes queries automatically by itself. Second case, if you want to edit that SQL, yes, we can edit. And the third one, if I did not want to allow Cognos to write SQL, I can write myself. Yes, we can write ourselves. Okay, that's why we are calling this Cognos as a querying tool. Okay, then what is reporting tool? I'll give you one or two examples for a report. Okay, by that example you can understand what is a report. Excel. For example, in a company, a procurement manager, a sales manager is there. He wants to analyze his sales staff performance. How much revenue generated by them in August month? What is this month? This is October. August month, and how much revenue generated by them in September month. He wants to analyze his sales staff performance. He requested us to create a report. I am preparing a sample report output. Staff name A, B, C. Revenue generated by him in August month. Revenue generated by them in September month. Okay. In A, assume he generated 2 lakhs in August. September 2 lakh 20,000. B, assume 2 lakhs in August. Here for September he sold 1 lakh 80,000 rupees only. his performance degraded by 20,000. C, assume 2 lakhs. Here he sold 2,50,000. I mean, he generated 2,50,000 revenue. Let me add one more column, and that is difference. Okay, here his performance increased by 20,000. His performance degraded by 20,000, and his performance increased by 50,000. Okay, preparing this type of reports is preparing this type of reports is a Cognos developer task. Hello.
Yeah, your voice is echoing.
Yeah, it is reverbing. 1 second.
Maybe your speakers are turned on.
Not only mine, yours is also reverbing.
Yeah.
1 second, please. Okay, sorry for this. Okay, preparing. Okay, preparing this type of reports is a Cognos developer task. Okay, once the report prepared, just submit the report to the manager who requested you. Okay, now the manager he's analyzing this report. In case of A, yes, his performance increased. Okay, no problem with him. In case of B, his performance degraded. What to do with him? Motivate him, provide some training for him, or terminate him. Like that, the managers are taking their own decisions depending on this type of reports. The decision is the managers, but not the developers. In case of C, his performance increased by 50,000, and he's a topper among all his employees. That's why send him and give him some cash incentive. In case of A, his performance increased, but not that much. So send him an appreciation mail. Don't give him any money. Like that, the manager they are taking their own decisions depending on this type of reports. Is this clear? And just assume this type of employees, we have about 200 employees. Just assume like this. Up to here we have different employees. Okay, the manager need not to focus on all these candidates. He needs to focus majorly on this negative performed candidates, right? Negative performed candidates are there in some 10th record or 27th record or 55 record, like that. Instead of searching for the employees whose performance degraded, we can highlight these records by using our Cognos application. Then by seeing that report itself, they can find out whose performance degraded, and they can take decisions accordingly. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, now I'll give you one more example for a report. Okay, in a company, a procurement manager is there. He wants to buy 100 systems for a project. This is not the first time. They already bought many times, and they are maintaining their dealers and their qualities in their data warehouse. He requests us to create a report. I am preparing a sample output. Dealer X, dealer Y, dealer Z, and qualities means how they are charging price and duration, how fast they are delivering systems, and about let me take service here. How their service is, and the duration, how fast they are delivering the systems. Here I am giving ranks. Out of 5, one is best, and 5 is worst. I'm giving here the report prepared like this, just assume. We'll discuss how to prepare this type of reports in tool itself. These are just report sample outputs only. Okay, this type of report prepared, just submit this report to the manager who requested you. Now, what the manager situation is, he needs to start the project immediately. In that case, he wants to buy 100 systems for that project. In that case, he is analyzing this report. In case of X, price 1 means best. He is charging best price. Service, okay, average. Duration, 5 means worst duration. I mean, if we place order today, he may deliver systems after 1 week or after 10 days like that. In case of buy, everything is average. Z, he is charging much. 5 means worst. Average service. Duration, 1 means best. He can deliver the systems immediately. Now, the manager situation is he needs to start the project immediately. Obviously, he is going to place the order for to whom he will place the order. Either X or Y or Z or Z. Greg?
Yeah.
Okay, to whom he is going to place order now?
What was the criteria? Sorry.
The manager, he needs to start the project immediately. For that, he wants to buy 100 systems.
Okay, and does he want to finish it immediately, or does he?
Come again, please.
Asked us to finish at Z.
Yeah. He'll place the order for Z, right?
Yep.
Okay, one more scenario. Till now, the project is in discussion stage, not yet confirmed. He wants to buy 100 systems for that project. Now, the order goes to
And what was the first part, sorry?
till now, the project is not confirmed. It is in discussion stage. For that, he wants to buy 100 systems.
Yeah, X.
X. Why? Because best price, right?
Yep.
Like that, the manager needs to depend on this type of reports before taking decisions. Without following this type of reports, if they take decision, either he may lose money or he may lose time, right?
Yes.
Okay, by using Cognos application, we are going to create this type of reports. That's why we are calling this as a reporting tool. And business intelligence, the manager, they are able to analyze what is going there in their business. This is the example for it. And the last one, decision support systems, decision support. This is an example report, example report for decision support system. Okay. Without following this type of reports, they are not able to take a better decision for their company growth. Okay, this is the importance of reporting. In this reporting area, Cognos is having a good market. Is this clear up to now?
Yes.
Okay. Then let us stop here for today, and we'll discuss the remaining topics in next class. I mean, what are the tools available in Cognos? Some of them are web-based applications and some of them are Windows-based applications like that. Okay, we'll discuss in next class. Is this okay with you, Greg?
Yes.
Okay, then let us stop here for today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you for your time.
Okay, take care.
Thank you. Bye.